Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Thursday. We got through a full week, first full week of the year of the season 6 of the morning emails show. All right, we good. You point Uncle Lace, Lace Ellie, for those that know me, Lazy Lace in the world, dangerous, most famous MOP First Family. For those that know me from that side, from my philanthropy side, Lazy Ellie, for those that know me from all the great work I do in schools all over the country. And also hopefully all over the world. There you go. Shout to my Thursday is also a standing day for the OSG family. Shout to my OSG family. That was a foundation I kind of helped start up with my brother. It was his idea, Dennis McKeezy, and I just got on board in the beginning. And I went out there and did my thing. And I'm really proud of the work we're doing. And continuously over 300 leaders and 300 schools people, school administrators and all the people that help children, celebrities and all kinds of stuff. So thank you very much to the OSG family. As we get the day started, let me get over to YouTube before I start the music. Let me just get some music going this morning, everybody. Let's get the party going this morning. Old school. Let's go back. Little 80s. I love the 80s. Let's go. Hip hop. Good morning. Let's go.
Check out my melody, hand out a cigar. I'm letting knowledge be born, and my name's the R. A.K.A. I am not like the rest of them. I'm not on the list. That's what I'm saying. I drop lines like a scientist. My melody's in the code for every next episode. Had the mic off and distorted, ready to explode. I keep the mic at Fahrenheit frequencies to make them polar. The listener's system is kicking like solar.
What's up, Gavin?
I memorize, advertise like a polar. Keep you going when the flow is smooth enough. You know it's rough. That's why the mural on my story I tell a B. Nobody beats the R. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Microphone fiend addicted soon as I seen one of these forms.
If you like that early morning hip hop, let me know if you hear the music. If you hear it, just put a 1 in there. There you go. I got 9 channels work. Well, eight so far. Now the 9th will come in. That'll be Instagram. That'll be when the music stops. So just make sure y'all come in here and have a good time. We're going to have a good conversation today, as well as some fun with Kim and Coco with the T today. Let's go.
Party people in a place to be. Here we go on the one they call MC Precise, just nice. On the mic on the one they call DMX on the beatbox for yo.
Not only do you get hip hop, you get education. Let's go, y'all. Brooklyn, New York is where I'm from. I'm also living in New York, but I travel around the world. My name is Lazy Lace, the world famous MOP family.
Keep it out while I tell you like this. A fresh little story, be sure you don't miss. It's a scoop for ya. The truth for ya. I can go on for days about this girl named Latoya. I was walking down the block into my side next homeboy DMX. So what the heck? So I saw this fresh girl that I never saw before, but in my heart should be adored and can't afford and never ignored. It's a guaranteed love that's highly secured. Daydreaming hard and really dedicated, fantasizing my life for 1 or 2 minutes. Then my man DMX just stopped and said,
"Yo, stop fronting and use your head."
So,
good morning, everybody out here in the building. The morning emails, all you males and females. We're getting everyone this morning. Let's go. Pop off. Let's go. Let's pop it off this morning. Let's go. Old school. Let's go. 80s.
yep.
Get that classic hip hop energy. Let's go. Come on.
Check it out.
MC and my people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmo's cutting up for the suckers that's down with me. The one of us that's
Shout to my
how
dude, Vaughn.
I feel.
Shout to Milk
To be
B.
down,
Giz,
you bust a
MC like the
bill.
whole first
To
part
the 2, we're rated
Matt
R.
Robinson.
We're gifted and we're going far down the road. to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad. They knew the time.
Atkins, good morning.
Gizmo scratching, Milk D's rhyming, Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good. Since you understood, would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a great big bodyguard, so step up.
Yo, what's
if
going on?
you wanna get hurt. Milky's gonna pull this skirt. I get money I got. Stunts call me honey.
Not
They
the
feel
best,
real
but
hot.
he was up there.
That's how it is. You can ask kids.
He was up
I
there, though.
stole your girl while you were in prison.
three.
Jail for
Rock him.
MC assault. You was jealous. It's all your fault. Milk is chilling. Giz is chilling. What more can I say?
you can,
Top
DM
billing.
me
That's what we get.
offline.
Got it
Just go to
good.
Lazy Elliott
It's
on
since
either
you
Instagram or
understood,
the
would
Real
you
Lazy Lays on Instagram or the Real Lazy Lays on Lazy Elliott on Facebook or and just send me a DM.
I used to be in love with this guy named Sam. I don't know why, cause we had to hit like that of a clan. But you couldn't tell me nothing, cause Sam was number one. Just to me, oh my gosh, he was one in a million. I should've knew the consequences right from the start. That he'd use me for my money and didn't break my heart. But like a fool in love, I fell for this game, but I got mine, so I show no shame. And if I wink his eye, and then he kept walking. All of those who live in Brooklyn know just what I'm talking. The relatives know where we all used to go. And just to have some fun back in 1981. You know the place, Empire Boulevard is where I first saw the nigga and he tried to play hard, but I knew the deal cause I knew his brother Derry. And Sammy just broke up with his girlfriend Terry. So Terry introduced Sam and I'm the guy. He said, hello, my name is Sam. I said, hi, my name is Mike. We get and we yap and we
Let me chat and
this that
some speakers that have because we say
I'm in the mood for love.
deeply because you're near me. Good morning. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it rocking this morning. The morning emails, all you female, I'm in the building. You know what it is. Hip hop explosion. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
That's it. The bridge is over. 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 You see me coming in the dance with the slipper sensei. Down with the sound called BDP. If you want to join the crew, well, you must see me. You can't sound like Shan or the one Marley. Shan and Marley Marley, my rhyming like the gay. Picking up the mic, man, them don't know what to say. Saying hip hop started out in Queensbridge. Saying lots like that, man, you know them countless. So tell them again, me come to tell them again. Tell them again, me come to tell them again. Tell them again, me come to tell them again. Tell them again, me come to tell them. Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Bronx keeps creating it, and Queens keeps on faking it. All your sucker SD want to please come out to play car. It's not the temple of KRS1. It's not the temple of KRS1. They wish about to be the people they cannot. They must be on the dick of who? He just got the rock. He don't complain, brother, we play that game. Oh, baby. Cookie Down Production coming 3 different flavors. And dick for the flavor that you savor. Mr. Magic Mike wish to come and try to save it. But instead of helping you out, he want the same thing I gave you. I finally figured it out. A magic mouth is used for sucking. Roxanne Shante is only good for steady fucking. MC Shannon Molly is really only bluffing. Like Dougie Fresh said, I tell you now you ain't nothing. Compared to Red Alert on Kid 7, Boogie Down Production. It's the E's and the one, it's the E's and the one. The KRS1, you know what I'm counting. Then moving over there and then we're moving over here. This name of this routine is called Life Square.
Let's go get him this morning, y'all. Come on. I'm shit about the morning emails on you, man.
I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. Music orientated, so when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. Cause I grabbed the mic and try to say yes, y'all. They try to take it and say that I'm too small. Cool, cause I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet back to the lab without a mic to grab. So then I add all the rhymes I had, one after the other one. Then I make another one to this the opposite, then ask if the brother's done. I get a craving like I fiend for nicotine, but I don't need a cigarette. Know what I mean? I'm raging, creeping up the stage and don't it sound amazing? Cause every rhyme is made and thought of, cause it's sort of an addiction, magnetized by the mixing, vocals, vocabulary, and verses just stuck in. The mic is a Drano, volcanoes erupting, rhymes overflowing, gradually growing. Everything is written in the code so it can coincide. My thoughts to God. 48 tracks to slide, the invincible microphone fiend rock him. Spread the word. Cause I'm N-E-F-F-E-E-T, a smooth operator operating correctly.
From the L. From the L. From the L. With the guys
That one is your music go to YouTube.
The words in life both have 4 letters, but there are 2 different things all together. Cause I've met many ladies in my day. Like the wind, they've all blown away. See, to love someone, it's an atmosphere that you both still share when one's not there. There's no real way it can be explained. I guess it's the way I smile when I hear your name. It's the little things you do that means so much. It's the kid you look into every touch. It's the way I trust you and you trust me. I guess some of us are so lucky. I was known for having the upper hand. I was known as Stone Cold Ladies Man. If it wasn't for you, I'd be that way still. But ladies, there's a change in y'all live. Though my friends play games and tease me a lot, I know I'm more than happy with what I've got. When I get up in the morning and go to work, see all day long, I stay alert until we come home and close the door. 2 people share one common course. When I say one love, you can trust me, 'cause never have I been so lucky. One love, one love.
Reginald Maynard, good morning, my brother.
Yeah.
The OG himself.
I like it.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
I need
personified right there.
I need it.
Okay,
Let's go. Yeah. Hey, you early, AB. How about that?
The B, just for you, it's the Ultra Magnetic MC.
You know what? I even made the show a little later for y'all. You know, normally I'll be up at 5, right?
The place to be, just for you, it's the Ultra Magnetic MC.
Man, we were so hood.
People see the place to be.
So hood, so hood.
It's the Ultra Magnetic MC. Time to rhyme, the damage that's moving. The crowd is getting moving. Supersonic cage with high and stupid bass with some pep in the step. Cause the beat is so funky, the place is well kept.
Good morning, everybody else in the building. Let's get let's go. Oh my God. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Don't mess with me. Let's go, y'all. You got Facebook friends. How many from you? Friends. Y'all should be sharing the show to all y'all friends.
One we can depend on.
Get with your YouTube
friends. Before we go any further,
your TikTok
friends, worry you every step. Most of the time we use it in the wrong way. Now you can look the word up again and again, but the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friend. And if you ask me, you know I couldn't be much help, because a friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay and they treat you real cool, and some mistake your kindness for being the fool. We like to be with some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money. Some you grew up with around the way, and you're still real close to this very day. Homeboys through the...
This is no revisionist history. This is what was really popping back then. So I want to give y'all the real history, because a lot of these dudes, they want to give you a revisionist history. Because they couldn't come outside back then. They couldn't get outside back then, that's why. But I was outside. I stay outside. Let's go, y'all. Don't let them fool you with this revisionist history of what hip-hop is. I was outside. Just because the dude got popular now, all of a sudden, they put themselves into spots that they was never at. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even old enough to be at the tone. Shut up.
ladies and gentlemen,
You wasn't at the 40.
we got MC Fan, Molly Hall in the house tonight. She just came from off tour. They want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
Tell them stop lying.
You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. The monument is right in your face. Sit and listen for a while to the name of the place.
You could not have been in the streets when this was popping. So the diabetes will be kicking your ass right about now.
Hip hop, I set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park. Every place that said his name, it rang an alarm. Otherwise known as me, T-Tom. A brother who's known for his rap, Jappy Jack. Larry Last, third least not last. A cool brother by the name of Gas. These brothers made you get loose. They would sound with the brother called Cousin Bruce. They used to jam in the center. You had to pay so you could enter.
If you ain't doing the Rambo or the WAP, you don't know this. For those that know how to do the WAP, it's the WAP right here. The ladies just rock that. Ladies like, rock that WAP. Let's go, y'all.
I came to the door, I said it before. I never let the mic
magnetize me no more.
But it's fighting me, inviting me to rhyme. I can't
hold it back. I'm looking for the line.
Taking off.
One of the most copied MCs was Rakim. Will Atkins for your boy.
So my mind remains a fine, all kind of ideas. Self-esteem makes it seem like a thought took years to build, but still say a rhyme after the next one. Prepared, never scared, I was just left one. And you know that I'm the solo win, so Eric B, make a clap to this.
This is a journey into sound.
Wow. I'm so glad they don't really play this nowadays, but you don't understand how big this joint was when it hit the club. Y'all don't even understand this. If you had a Benzie box, a Suzuki Samurai, a Maxima Jeep, big speakers. I mean, a Nissan Maxima.
This is a journey.
A 190
into
Benz.
sound.
If you put speakers
A
in
journey
your trunk,
which along the way will bring to you new color,
this song run
new
off.
dimension, new value.
You couldn't drive down no Ave, 125th, 3rd Ave, Picken Ave. You couldn't drive down no Aves out hearing this bang out the speakers.
When all is ready, I throw this.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
Grand Concourse, 145th Street. Whatever Jeep you had, that's the only way you keep the Suzuki Jeep from flipping over. You had to put heavy ass speakers in the Suzuki Jeep in order to stop them from flipping over. What Mix King at? Yo, Mix King, I need that next one for Monday.
I want you.
1 2 1 2.
I want you.
1 2 1 2.
Introduce myself. My name is Bismarck. And when I'm the human on the struggle called Bismarck Key. Making music all the way is my specialty. When I go, I want you. Girls get excited. One thing here, my lyrics, they want side. I'm on the girl in the food. Just go with the flow, and I can play rapper records and all disco. Like Peter Billy Jean or Michael Jackson or the History Record. Wake up action when you hear me do it. You will be shocked and amazed. It's the brand new thing they call the human beatbox craze.
R.I.P. TJ Strong as well. R.I.P. B.I.G. as well. Let's go. Come on. Wow. Come on. Let's go get it. Come on. Wow. I'm loving it. Shout out to Tony D, Bad Boys. The original Bad Boys. East New York, stand up. CI, stand up. Let's go. If you're doing this dance, you're doing the feline or the Webo.
You know what they say?
Or the Smurf.
Those ain't balloons in the water. Oh, you better watch out. Those boys are out for no good. I tell you.
Let's work. Come on. Wow. Hold on for a second, man. It's Jesus. Stop lying. Y'all wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. Stop lying. Stop inserting yourself into hip-hop history. Y'all wasn't there. I see y'all all online in your podcast. Inputting yourselves in the spots y'all wasn't at. Y'all wasn't there. Stop lying about it, please. Yes, yes. Hey. Hey. Hold on, I'm right back. Don't go nowhere. I'm right back.
Yo,
rhymes are miscellaneous, also incompleted. The way I'm acting towards you is the form of conceited. All the skills that I progress, cause straight from the mind, combine all the usage of technology. Rhyme, it ain't a force from a boss, prepared to take a loss. I'm MCLA Bruiser, the feeder, of course. Here's the back with the new type of style of rap. You don't believe me? Try to diss me, catch a time, Jammy Jack. You a trifling, you would try it any your way until you get disrespected, break my law in the face. You will have tears in your eyes, start to pop it inside. To the master who I am, always ready with rock. Uptown BP, better known as the Boogie Down. Why don't you chill? Enjoy this sensation. Dollar rappers from the
new generation.
I'm the king of rock.
The car you was driving here.
I can tell I retire.
Now we rock the party, it's your correct. All cuts are on time, and rhyme connect. Got your right to vote, and to elect another rapper.
Can't stand us, but give us respect. The greatest two-man group of all time, Run DMC. R.I.P. Jam Master Jay. Three-man group. Let's go. Yeah. Wake up, Ted.
2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes, so I said the rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was there,
and then it went this way.
Took a test to become an MC, and Orange became a baby to me.
Oh my God, I'll be right back.
The shit drove off and we never came back. They shut the record down to the phone, and now they got me rocking on the microphone, and then we talking autograph, cheers and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. You see, that's the life that I lead, and you suck at MC. You see, I feed, so take that and move back, catch a heart attack, because there's nothing in the world that run a level like a cold.
Repeater, Piper, Big Peppers,
but Run Rock,
Rhyme,
Humpty,
Dumpty,
fell
down.
That's his heart.
Time,
Jackie,
nimble,
what?
Nimble,
and he was
quick,
but jam,
Master Bud, Master Jacks on J.D.
Now little more people of a cheer, and Rip Bam with the fella hella sweet, and attitude number in Wonderland, Jackson Jill put in his hand, damn that thing making that ass, no ball there.
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on it. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, Monkey.
Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lace, aka Lace Elliott, aka Lace Lace from the world famous, kicking with in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Lace.
Hey, yo.
What's up, y'all?
Wait a minute.
And your Lace is rock.
Wait a minute. Kimberly's in the house. She's starting with me early.
Said Jay. Yo, what's up, Trav? What's up, Sid?
Hey, Kimmy, we dancing? Are we dancing this morning, Kim?
Yo, what's up, Cookie? Yo, what up, Said Jay?
Oh, let's go, Jay.
What's up, Said Jay? Over there, he's ready to get bit. Oh, you know what? I like to beat you, bro. Yo, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you into my ultra laboratory. I tell you, boy, we are out there. This is so funky that was sent back to the turntables, and you gonna talk the rest of that.
We're in the rooftop right now. Oh, now we back in the corners. I okay. Boom, boom. 3, 4, boom, boom. 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. 2. Yes. Wow. Shout to Calente, Super Lover C, Casanova Run. Good morning, everybody. I love when I play classic, old school, like 80s hip hop, because I was there for all of it. And I got to tell you, man, her hair looks a little better. Oh, he don't stop. He don't stop. You know, a very close guy to me, you know, he said, "Lay, sometimes you're an asshole." And I said, you know, first of all, let me just tell you. He said, "It's not that you're an asshole to people that know, but it seemed like people that you don't know." I said, "Baby, I can't see, bro. I can't see, so it looks like I'm an asshole." I used to think that about Mr. C, rest in peace. I thought he would never. I thought he was kind of mean to people. I think he had cataracts or something. Rest in peace, Mr. C. You know what I'm saying? He might have had cataracts. Good morning, Kimmy. You got your headphones on. Whenever you turn your mic on, you're welcome. Hey, there you go. Kimberly Robinson, everybody. We love our KRS. KRS-R1.
But you know, you can call me KRS kinda because I am Kimberly Robin, and then there's a son in the Robin. So.
I was thinking about KRS-son. KR-S.
Hey, come on.
Yeah. Let me get back to Instagram. Oh my God. Good morning, everybody. On the morning emails, all emails are females. Thursday, all the way through the week. First full week of the year. I'm really feeling good about it. I think we're getting into it. I am going to do some more improvements over the next week as far as camera angles and all that kind of stuff. But we're getting it all together, man. We're pulling everything. It's all on schedule. That's what I'm saying. It's all on schedule. All the great things we're doing in the morning evil. Everybody's developing nicely. I'm basically a guy that develops artists, and I'm watching the artists develop, and I love it. I love the Kimberly developed the crew. I've
developed very well over the years.
There you go.
Pause. Not pause.
Yes.
You didn't get it.
Good morning, Kimberly. This is Myrtle. And
hey, Myrtle.
You have developed nicely. And I think you might have been born developed. I don't know.
Yep.
I think you might have been born that way. Even Big Sed has developed, and he's improved his show. And
come on, Sed.
Stays more on time. You know. I gave him, and people thought I was giving him shit like I was being bad, but he actually can say that he's become such a great interviewer now as he does his thing. You know.
You know, the good thing about Sed, I like his show. I love his show. I love his interviewing his artists. But he says, and I laugh every time. He says, yeah, this person, this. He said, I would read his bio, but you say it. I'm like, oh. I would share your bio, but you go ahead and say it. Like, oh.
You've been a great interviewer in your mind for over 20 years. You're a great writer, but I don't know about the end. You've just become a great interviewer. Yeah. You ever see Sed in his early interviews? He's like, hi. So I don't, and let me just tell you about.
You say.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say it because you can say what. I'm like, I'm ready to throw the rock at this computer. I'm trying to throw I'm ready to throw my goddamn phone. What the hell is he? No, now he gets right to it now. You don't fuck around. You don't try to front like you haven't seen improvement, motherfucker. You are improving and you're doing it nicely.
Big up to improvement.
Like nigga, like Jamie Foxx doing Ray Cow. If you would give me,
you know what?
Hey baby, give me just a little. I'm gonna take a little bit out your ear. Give me a hand.
It's Ray Charles.
I love watching sad shows.
I do too. I have a very strange sense of humor, so you have to excuse me. And the shit that I notice is not something that everybody else notices. So y'all might not notice it, but I always notice it. But can we do really quickly, Kimberly, because we got so much news. Horace is laughing. We got so much stuff to talk about, and I have a very good topic of discussion today. And you're gonna enjoy this topic of discussion. Ooh, good morning, Fly. He's laughing. Listen. I have a very strange sense of humor. Thursday, October 2nd, 1935, Robert Henry Lawrence Jr., first African-American astronaut. Born in Chicago, Lawrence graduated from high school at 16, earned his bachelor's degree in chemistry from Bradley University at age 20, and became an Air Force. Wait a minute. She said distraction. Wait a minute.
Is he talking about my hair?
Yeah. No, Sad is messing with you, and he's being said this morning, which I love. Oh, Sad is crazy. Kurt Hobby, my man Hobby, Harlem, what's up, baby? Write, produce songs. What's good, sir? And produce songs. Yes. It's good, right? Yeah, he do all that stuff. Sad was in everything. Okay, but back to my man Lawrence. He died in 1967 during a training exercise.
Dang, that was a great year too.
1997, the 30th anniversary of his death. Lawrence's name is engraved in the Astronauts Memorial Foundation Space Mirror at Kennedy Space Center. Visitor complex which honors astronauts who made the ultimate sacrifice for space program. You know, they should send the dogs, the monkeys, and then they send him, and then they send the white people. You know what I'm saying? Let's try this out on the dude. In 2020, NASA included Lawrence in a group of 27 pioneer African American, Hispanic, and Native American astronauts to commemorate by naming asteroid for them. The asteroid Robert Lawrence 92892 is located in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. And yeah, we don't want to go there. The whales are trying to find a way to get off this planet.
Listen, I'm gonna leave that right there.
First of all, hi, this is Myrtle. Anytime you say something that somebody would normally say pause to, Myrtle will ask the question. Myrtle, so we don't ever have to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say pause. I'm mad at Dame right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna say pause.
Dame is tripping.
Yo, Keller, I just told Dame, you know, I called him behind the scenes and said, Nick, just sue everybody. Something will land. Don't worry.
You take the book, take the Trump playbook.
Just sue everybody.
Yep, that's right.
Also, Dame is, I don't know what Dame's doing with the Supreme Griff stuff. The son of legend, Queen Street legend, Supreme, and a Supreme team, and he's trying to tell that story. I don't, you know, I wouldn't touch that story. I wouldn't. I would leave that alone. In my opinion, I'm leaving that alone. But I don't, you know, Dame does what Dame does. You know, but if I was on the Dame Dash Advisory Council, I'd be like, hey, man.
Hey, which he needs one.
Definitely. Well, he ain't listening.
He don't listen to anyone, huh?
Yo, B, I'm a boss. You can't tell a boss what a boss can do. Only a boss can tell a boss can do, and I'm the boss. So yeah, that the boss there. I said, but you might not only have one customer because you just sell it to yourself. That's okay, boss. The boss is the boss. The boss take the office.
Oh, Dame.
Good morning, Coco.
Good morning, Coco.
Called Keep It Moving. Yeah, bosses take losses. So, you know, I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm to do what I got to do. I'm working my strategy out. But, hi, this is Myrtle. Mr. Dash, could you just know that there's a lot of holes in that? That's what you can't tell me. I know exactly what I'm talking about, boss. I mean, I was holding the plan. You don't even know the part that I'm giving it to you. Only the boss knows what the boss knows. All right. Okay. Keller, was we really gonna give him $500,000? No, you know, just gonna have to say it. That's my OG. I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was gonna turn it down. I know him. You
know. Great show.
Great. I love it. Is what it is with Cameron.
Me too.
I love that show.
Did you see when he kicked Anthony Bonner off?
Oh yeah. First of all, shout out to Cameron for doing that because this dude, man. So, yeah, I know the archetype, the guy that just does too much. That's in your crew. That wants to get in there. That guy, Anthony Bonner, reminds me of. We had a dude in our crew named Miz for so many years. That
I miss Miz. Sorta, kind of like that.
Yeah, like he would just go all the way out, and he would miss. He can't read the room. He can't be like, maybe I shouldn't be, you know, making sexual advances at the co-host in front of them. Yo, B. I mean, our man is right there, but you got to chill, B.
And continuously.
Continuously. Oh, you right. You know, you right. I'm bugging. My bad. I apologize. But yo, shorty. Yo, B, could you put first of all, pull your pants back up, B. What do you
how about that? Come on.
And you know what? Fuck up. Get this nigga the fuck up out of here. Get this 5'3" nigga. Just yank him and throw him out the goddamn window. We need somebody just a little taller. Said, could you come get this guy? Pick on somebody your own size. I'm calling Said in here. No, I said Miz was the Anthony Barman, not Johnny Famous. Johnny Famous at least could read the room a little bit. Miz was ridiculous. Miz would do something stupid. Like Miz would run through the backstage, he's butt naked doing something dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like Miz is ridiculous.
Remember on the show a few years ago, and Miz was coming on with a 6-pack of Guinness?
Yeah.
And he was getting drunk on the show.
He had a bottle of Hennessy, a 6-pack of Guinness, and wonder why he was in the hospital.
Yeah. How's he doing health-wise, by the way?
Georgia. You don't know what's going on. My liver is in the toilet. Of course. Hello. You hear what I said this morning? I said y'all lying about being here during this era of hip hop. If y'all wasn't lying, your diabetes would be kicking your ass right now. Anyway. Good morning, Kimberly Robinson. How you doing? Anything going on today before I get into my topic of discussion? You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna wait for you. You know, Lays, I'm gonna be honest, right? Yesterday, I had so much drama at the class.
Yes.
And you know, I teach people with mental challenges.
saying it really, to put it lightly, mental challenges.
Yeah. And listen, I'm telling you, I came home, I went to sleep. That's it. Nothing else.
You have to understand the amount of emotional disturbance and psychological issues in our community is ridiculous. You know, this is trauma from just hundreds of years of trauma because the thinking rationale of people has.
Yes.
I sit there and talk to a dude, look right in the face, and he'll just go, I just shit myself. I was keeping it real while I did it. A word? Oh, okay.
We had a new young lady in the group yesterday. She's 28, and she was talking about how she was in juvenile from 9 to 19, and then she got married and had kids and something, and then she started talking about blood on the wall and on the floor and stuff. And at that point, I was like, "Oh God!"
She killed her husband, didn't she?
Yeah. I was like, "Oh God!" I was like, "Security, can you come sit right here, sit beside me?"
If you put a young lady in jail from 9 to 19, and then she gets married, she has not lived life at all.
She's got children too.
Things I ask women in the dating pool when I start discussing whether or not we're going to have a conversation. I just want to know, have you ever been in prison, and how long have you been in prison for?
Oh, right.
You got to ask that question. You got to ask that. How long have you been in prison? What did you go to prison for? And is the guy still alive that you went to? Because most of the time, they killed their boyfriend, their husband, stab somebody up, you know what I'm saying, or carrying drugs for their boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Something. I tell you, I ran into this chick, right? This dude, because because chicks don't believe that their past has anything to do with their present, right? Even though past is still a part of, time is non-linear. Everything is all happening. Time is. All right, I'm psyched. Don't get too psychological and too smart, ladies. Hold on, I just want to say this. If you ever play a record, right, and look at a WAV file, time is like that. So you can scroll back and listen from there, or you can scroll back and listen from there. That's what time is. Time is nonlinear. So, yeah, well, the smart people out there. So,
look, I was.
Yeah. Like this. Turn turn up the bass about my melody.
Yeah.
Kimberly, it's why when you see the stars, they already happened 100,000 light years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Anyway, so, where was I? Anyway,
I love my life.
Yeah. All right, whatever. We're gonna keep going. All right. So the question, Coco, are you coming in with the tea before I do my something?
Coco, you have not been here since Monday. Where are you?
Why is Nicki Minaj accusing Cuzzo of wearing a man unit?
Oh no! Damn, I thought it was real.
It's real? Shit. I mean, y'all wear lady units.
I don't wear no lady units, and I don't want him to wear one.
Oh, obviously, said points that out every day when you come on the show. Nikki is on a 7-day binge. Nikki, listen, one of the most interesting, shout out to my man Fendi. Fendi discovered Nicki Minaj.
The dancer?
No, my boy Fendi, he manages to, okay, thanks, Coco. Now he manages, like people, like he managed like Fabulous and Lil Kim and all these other people. It's very powerful force in the music business.
Is he still managing them? Are they still doing things?
Yeah, they're
all. Lil Kim. Yeah.
Everybody, Fabulous is doing great. I mean, a lot of his artists is doing great. I mean, Fendi's got so many other artists that he's done, and he's definitely crazy. He's part of my original crew too, by the way. He was one of those guys. Fendi was one of those guys that would do anything. Like we go to Freaknik and he wants to do something crazy going on. It's him. Like so he would just go set it off, and then it would be out of control.
Oh God, you're playing One Love. I normally just start crying and all kinds of stuff on this song. Oh God.
One of my favorite joints right here. Houdini's one of my favorites.
Oh man, this is my favorite song ever.
It's a great song. Great song, Kim. Shout out to Houdini.
Yeah.
It's underrated. Like they don't even
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nikki, well, let me just wrap up with Nikki. Nikki is on I don't know. I think she's just gets excited and then and just works out. I think they got some kind of beef, but somebody had said if you slow down Nicki Minaj's voice, now maybe I'm gonna try that one day. It sounds like Jay-Z was doing her rhymes and then sped them up. And that's what they sound like. That's like a conspiracy theory that Cuzzo was actually rhyming for Nicki. They just sped it up. If you take that experience, slow down a Nicki Minaj record, and if it sounds like Cuzzo,
can you do that one day?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it over the weekend first, and then like listening to it. I'll get over on these turntables right here now. I really want to do it now, but I got something to talk about. But yeah, that's something we're gonna do. We're gonna slow it down and see if there's any truth to that. Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in the entertainment business. How you like that, Kimmy?
Shine did a freestyle off of this song one time. It was so dope, and I never heard it again. Shine Poe.
Cedric, yeah. Fendi's my guy. It's my boy. I call him all the time. We used to call him Godzuki back in the day.
Oh no!
You gotta see him. It's like one of those big giant lizards that walk around like a monster from the Godzilla movie. My guy, though, I love him. I'm only teasing Fendi. One of my main home team. He's the homie. We love. Shout to Fendi. Shout to my whole crew. Dopey, Fendi, Scoob, everybody.
You know what?
Jam. All that's the crew. Yeah, one
Dopey.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Do y'all still call him Dopey?
Yes, and he hates it. But that's why
I was gonna say, does he answer?
Yes, he has to. He has to answer. So
there's a guy down here named Snot Rag.
No,
he answers.
But let me tell you. So the reason why his name is Dopey is because when I used to dance originally, Big Daddy Kane, who lived in my house, it was me, Scoob, and Kane, and Mr. C. And me and Scoob were the dancers, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to dance. I felt like, well, if we all doing this, how can anybody else get? That was me. I'm always the business guy. I'm like, how are we gonna get some money? So maybe I'm gonna go start something else. I'm not gonna be the dancer. Own little business, you know what I'm saying? I sat down and told him, but back then King was an artist, so he was mad. You leaving? I said, no. We're gonna replace me with this dude named Nate. Nif D, we call him. I named him Nif D. We're gonna call him Nate from my block, and we're gonna call. And Scoob's like, let's call him Scrap because it'll be Scoob and Scrap. That's how that story worked.
All right.
Yeah. So then
hip hop history.
Yeah. So then Dopey, Dwayne, which is his real name, came over, and the day that we named Scrap, he was like, he wanted a name too.
Oh, Goofy. Dopey.
Wait. So he come to me and goes, y'all give me a name, and my name is going to be Shaggy. I look him straight in his face and go, no, your name is Dopey. I did this. Yeah. I knighted him Dopey. I did the knighting thing. Your name from now forward will be Dopey. And we used to push him in the garbage can all the time. Like,
oh man!
He liked it. I thought he would just walk by the garbage and then we just slam him. And sometimes, you know how in the projects the garbage be all piled up, but it'd be like a Johnny pump under it. You know, so sometimes we'd push him in there, it'd be wet, and then we hear the sound. We hit tink. It was like he'd hit something heavy. You know?
Oh my God! He probably hated you guys.
Oh, he did. This literally. I have to admit, this probably was abuse, but
he probably was that guy. Remember in Belly, he was like, "Yeah, I'm a."
Yeah, we used to do it. But my question was, if you was getting pushed in the garbage all the time, why? This is what kids. Why? Where would you go? Say, this is the last thing I'm going to do is walk by garbage. Like I would walk. I'll be in the building. I would just jump out from
jump off the roof onto that back.
Yeah, from doorway to doorway. I would never be by the curb where the garbage is. Just like walking towards the curb. He's like, boom, he's flying. Fendi used to push him. Fendi was kind of diesel. Push this dude. Jam used to push him. But then he got us all back though one day.
Well, let's hear that story.
So now I wasn't there.
Because I don't like y'all bullies.
Yeah, come on. Some people like to be bullied. That's attention. But anyway, so do you hear me now, Kim?
Something is happening. Yes.
Yeah, shit is that crazy. Are you back now? First of all, put your headphones back on.
I am. I thought it was my headphones that cut off.
No, it wasn't you. I'm doing shit over here. Are we back? Messed my story up. That's my girl. We love her. Can y'all hear me? Oh man, this computer's great. In the middle of a great story too, by the way. Oh man, I'll tell the sir. When Kimberly has her hair, hey, put a 1 in there if you hear me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, Kim's back. Kim, first of all, I'm gonna get you something called in-ear headphones. I have them right here. I'm gonna just ship them to you. I bought an extra one for you. Thank you. So we don't mess up the moment. This girl crazy. All right, so listen. So back to let me just wrap this story up. What Dopey did to get us all back, and I wasn't there that day. So One of the things that they used to do back in the days, this was very common. This is why you wonder why cabs don't pick black people up to go to different boroughs, because they don't pay. They jump out the cab. That's what they do. All right. It wasn't the issue. Okay. All right. Anyway, so they I don't know what the issue was. But anyway, so they ran down. They jumped in the cab in Manhattan, one of those Black Pearl cabs from back in the days. Everybody from Brooklyn knew what Black Pearl and white top was. And there's normally like some West Indian dude just got here. He's just trying to get a job, man. Poor guy. They get there and they're all getting ready to jump out the cab coming from Manhattan. They were sleeping in the cab. Dopey tied Scrap's shoelaces together.
Oh.
So when they jumped out the cab, they all ran. They were going to run up the back exit to the building. You can't catch them. You know, the back exit. He tied the shoelaces together. So then when they all ran out, Scrap fell boom right on his feet.
Yes.
Driver got out. Justice. The driver got out. All right, beat you. Pin a cab. Someone really cab.
Yes, Dopey. Yes.
Yeah, but then Scrap beat him like Jesus. So.
Oh man. He's that belly guy. Yeah, that's all right, B.
That game was called Knockout. You don't get no point for punching a Little Will's pills. You gotta go after, like, you know, the top number was a cop in the game. Yeah, that was the top number. Then or a military guy. But Knockout was a game we used to play. The game was called Knockout. You get no points for punching little people or small Will's pills and something like that. You know what I'm saying? They got to be some big goofy Joey, big goofy ass. You got to get hit. That was the game. Anyway, Kim, what's in the news on your side before I get to my story today?
Donald Trump is being trolled, and Hegseth, what is that guy's name? Yeah, him. They're both being trolled. People are like going crazy, you know, because the government shut down. This is day 2. Yeah. People don't want to go to work that actually have to. Like, it's like slavery now. You have to work and not get paid.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like slavery, but, you know, you're not getting paid.
Yeah, I think slavery is a reach. But let me just say that.
Yeah.
I like slavery. But in the water. That shit was real.
We're going to find a North Star.
Listen, people, slavery was so bad, motherfuckers was looking to the sky for help.
Yeah.
The help is right there if you leave that guy. Y'all already picking the shit. Just take the shit and leave. Could not do that.
Well, shout out to our ancestors, though.
Yeah, shout out to our ancestors, man, for putting that work in. Thursday, what a great day, Thursday. We're having a good time. First week, full week of the year of the season, and we're all here. Kimberly's here. Coco will be here on Monday. So the question that people are asked, let's get a little serious for a second. The question is, what happened to the music business? The music business is over. It's dead. It's over. Pookie's trial will not be on TV. There'll be a lot of coverage, but the federal trial will not be covered for Pookie. But it is a sentencing trial. I fear through all the efforts, Pookie may get, you know, between 5 and 7 years. I'm thinking they're trying to. Prosecution is asking for 11. What I'm getting is probably he's going to get about 5 to 7 years.
Wow.
You know, he might get 5 to 7, maybe 7 years. Yeah, the trial. Yeah. It's not the trial, Barn AB, but it's the sentencing. And so I feel the brother may get some time because people are just mad. Powerful people are pissed off at him.
Yeah.
Well, people ain't got nothing to do with whether it's right. As you can see, based on what you've seen now, and with this administration and all the things that we're going through. 3. Okay, 3. I'm thinking 5. I'm taking a bet on 5. So he's under 5. I'm over 5. I got $20. Said Said I got $20 on it. You want to make a bet? So
how does that work? So I want to play. I want to get in.
Well, it's a $20 bet.
Right.
I'm saying Pookie's going to get 5 or more.
Okay.
And for the purposes of that, we're talking Diddy. And I'm not saying because he deserves 5. I think he deserved time served and he should be out of jail.
Right, me too.
I think the people that are pissed off at him are so powerful that they are putting pressure on the judge to jump on him. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking for stuff to jump on him because he beat the bigger cases. And if Cassie Ventura, a complicit person that was involved,
all of the women.
Yeah, all the women that were kind of co-signing what was happening, they're the ones sending letters saying keep him in jail. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, the victims, but they weren't victims; they were participants. You know, so. But
you know, we still hadn't heard from any of his friends. We haven't heard anything from them about it. They've been silent the entire time.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes people run. You know, they get words. All right, Cash App is the method of payment. The bet is 5 or 20. I mean, 5 or above 5 or below 5. We're doing over under. If he gets over 5 years, whoever's betting under 5 owe me $20.
I'm going under 5, so I got my 20 out.
You got your 20 on under 5?
Yes.
All right, you got 20 on under 5. Ted's got 20 on under 5. I got. All right. Well, how much money you want? $5? Okay, $5. Okay.
Okay. $5.
$5 is the bet. Okay. I'm saying Pookie gets 5+.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm saying he gets more than 5 years. AB says under 5. Okay, we'll remember all this. Kimmy, can you write some of this down so we know who's doing it? Anthony Barnes says under 5. Says under 5. We're going to be throwing $5 around on Monday.
Got it.
Monday, we're going to throw $5 around.
Yep.
This is
Bonner 5, said 5. Yep. Under.
Reginald Maynard says more than 5 years.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep. Reginald Maynard says more than 5 years. More than 5 years. More than 5 years. Yeah. I'm not even thinking about that because the merits of the case don't matter anymore. This is my psychology, right? The merit of the case doesn't matter anymore because he beat they wanted him for RICO, and they tried to set up a charge for RICO, and they didn't get the conviction. They spent all their money on trying to prove a RICO, and they lost that. So they want to make an example of him and give him something. So they're pumping up this Mann Act to the point where it's with people that were complicit, and so they got to give him something because the people that want him in jail are very powerful. Now, I'm not talking about the merits of the charges that may be coming down the road or whatever other shit that that's happening out there that he may be accused of. I'm just using based on what I know today about what's happened with the trial, and based on the way that the judge should have released him with time served when they lost the case. He should have been out of there that day. That day he should have been out of there.
I agree. This has gone on too long.
Yeah, he should have been out of there that day. Listen, I'm not co-signing wacky behavior. You know what I'm saying? Hi, this Myrtle. Yes, Myrtle. Some of that behavior doesn't have to be wacky if people were complicit to it. Okay, but you're right. It's not. It's wacky. Wacky is in the eyes of the beholder. You get what I'm saying? Of the baby old beholder. It's wacky.
I just can't get over all the foam on that guy's mouth when he.
All right, I don't want to be grossed out, but but I think based on what they're saying, he's going to get 5+. Yeah. Well, yeah, but Cuzzo, the difference between him and Cuzzo, I don't believe that Cuzzo would be that loose for what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that he would have been that loose. I think Cuzzo would, when we say Cuzzo, we say Jay-Z, but we call him Cuzzo. He's Brooklyn, and and that's family. So we say Cuzzo. So Cuzzo, I don't believe, and Diddy, for those that don't know, we call him Pookie. That was to break the algorithm when the trial started. But Cuzzo, I don't think would be that loose.
No, me either.
Like, I don't know what he does personally, whatever, privately, whatever the case may be. He's a married man with family and children and all that kind of stuff. And if he were a guy that would do something like that, I think he's got way more discipline, personal self-discipline. I'm just talking the archetype, the type of person that he is, has way more discipline than to do something that loose and be out there. And if there was something floating around, he probably would have stepped in and handled it before it got out there. So I just want to say that that's why he could never. That's why I don't think Cuzzo could have been in a situation. And if he got into a beef with a large company like the big tequila company or the big liquor company, that beef would have stayed behind the scenes and it would have never gotten out there to where people would have known about it. They would have kept it behind the scenes. I think because Pookie didn't keep it behind the scenes, I think there's a high probability that there's some sour grapes there. You know what I'm saying?
And then Pookie was also doing the Rock the Vote. So he was bringing a lot of people out. I think from what I read once that they believed he was coming up with another party type and party affiliation. I'm sorry. And they didn't like it because he seemed to have been pulling in millions and millions of people.
Yeah. There's a big difference between a real street dude and a music street dude. You know what I'm saying? To your point. And yeah, if you want to ask me that question, I think Cuzzo is actually a real street dude, and been around real street dudes to understand street codes, rather than a Pookie would be more of a music dude that kind of adapted street culture. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And it's just my one opinion. You know what I'm saying? My one opinion. So my one answer. Shut up. I'm just saying it's my one opinion, and that's what I think is the difference in the two models of celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the question I have today. So we'll see. $5. That's the bet. We got who's betting? I just want to know who's on the line here.
Okay, so right now we have AB, Said, Reg, me, and you.
Okay, good. Coco, you want some of this action?
Coco want the action.
I think Coco's going to go more than 5.
Me too.
I think let's put Coco in there for more than 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Anthony Bonner is in. He's saying, are you saying more or less?
AB said less.
Less? Okay, he's getting less than 5 on AB. Listen, if it was Anthony Bonner going through this situation, he would get less.
He'd have been home.
He'd be home already. It's only because it's Pookie that it's going to be more. So there you go. All right, let's get to Troy wants in. Which way, Troy? Up or down? More than 5 years or less than 5 years? Anthony, yeah, we got you, but AB, Troy, how many years do you think it's going to be? Less than 5 years? I'm thinking it's more, only because of the situation. No, I did not hit the number. $5, huh? I'm just thinking about how much money is going to be in the morning emails Cash App on Monday.
Troy said up or down.
Up or down, Troy? 5 years or less? I'm saying he's going to get more than 5. Oh, he said less. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, listen, if he gets less, and I owe what up right now, I'm up to like everybody betting against me and Reggie
and Coco
and Coco, me, Reggie, and Coco on our side,
yeah,
and then y'all on y'all side. So I'm gonna see where it's at. Okay. All right. Well, that's where we at. That's all. Bets closed. Banks closed. That's it. No more bets. It's like CeeLo. No more. No more bets. Shit. Hold on. Who else is betting? Said. So the question is,
Lays, wait. We weren't on air when Hitman Howie T died.
Yes, rest in peace. Hitman Howie T, one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time, Hitman Howie T. Let's get Sed on the phone real quick because I need Sed's input on this before I get before I go in.
Man.
And he can stay for the subject of the conversation. +5. That place him under exception because yes, I'm telling you. Yeah, good job, Coco. Me and you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Today's October 2nd, so you got that money at the top of the month from the city.
Shut up.
That's what that is.
It's
It's the first of the month.
Not come because it's because the government shut down, so you never know.
No, but it was en route though.
Would have been on the way already. And I hope everybody got their checks with the government shutdown with SSI checks. I hope they got those checks. So said this is a great idea. So the question is, we're talking about the decline of the music business over the last 35 years. We use 1990 to 2025. In the 1990s, the golden era of CDs and superstars, CD sales explode, music industries had revenues peak, labels dominated, Sony, Universal, Warner controlled the distribution, radio and TV. Artists rely on physical sales and touring, and hip-hop, grunge, R&B, pop superstars drive record-breaking sales. So it's big time for the music business. Bootlegging cassette starts cutting into profits late in the decades. We found out a lot of the bootlegging was coming from the record companies. In the 2000s, digital distribution, it was Napster, peer-to-peer music sharing. I was in those meetings back in the 90s when we talked about Napster. The labels sue fans and platforms instead of adapting. Right, the labels can't adapt. Boom. iTunes in 2000G introduces digital downloads, giving some stability but lowering the album revenue, songs sold individually, and CD sales collapse. Retail, big chains, Tower Records, Virgin, all shut down. The independent artists began leveraging MySpace and early internet, using and that's in the early 2000s. In the 2010 era, streaming era, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube redefined how we consume music. The revenue shifts from ownership, CDs, downloads, act as subscriptions, and streaming sales, the industry from collapse, but pays artists fractions, really pennies per stream. Major labels consolidate power by owning stakes in the streaming platforms. You see that in the big set, they tried to sue them for that, and it was thrown out of court. Viral hits, SoundCloud, YouTube disrupt the traditional label scouting. Touring becomes the main source of income for most artists. In the 20s, and just let me get all this done. In the 2020, the growth was stalled. The streaming dominates 80% of the music revenue, but plateaus in growth. Artists and fans criticize low payouts and label exploitation. The touring revenue collapses during COVID-19 pandemic. That is true. Touring died in COVID. And the TikTok becomes a key platform for discovery, forcing labels to chase trends. The catalog ownership becomes the new gold rush. Labels, investors, hedge funds buying the rights to the music. All AI music and oversaturation floods the market and making harder for new artists to break out. Public perception, music feels devalued with more content and less cultural impact. To summarize the rise and decline, in 1990, CDs were the boom. Now the business hasn't died, but is weak, centralized, and unstable. Great for corporations, far less for working musicians. All right. Anything you don't understand about that?
Look. Do.
Said. That's why I got Said on here, because Said can speak.
I have Tidal.
There you go.
I only bought Tidal because Cuzzo started it and he brought all the major artists in. So I bought it because I thought the money all went to them.
Right. It shows. That's how they're getting paid. That's why when he got caught, shot himself. Yeah, he shot himself in the club, Troy. That's not this topic we're talking about right now, Troy. But yeah, likes to go Barry. Listen, Said, you understand what I just said, right?
Said went to sleep.
No.
Huh?
That was too much to ingest.
All right. So let me get. All right. Then let me. This is the. Hence the problem. We lack the ability to focus at cognitive information.
ADHD. Black
people have ADHD. when the last time a Will's Pills pissed them off. You got to do something wacky to them, and then they remember. Oh yeah, that's a guy. Fuck that guy. There you go. We have just solved the racial issue in our community in 2 seconds. Our lack of ability to pay attention.
What am I doing for lunch?
It's not the lack of ability. It's just not wanting to.
Not wanting to pay attention to some of the root causes of what's going on. And now the end game, now once it affects you, the end game is the entire music business is in total decline. As you know, Sylvia Rhone just left Epic. That's a big, and Sylvia Rhone is probably one of the biggest music star executives in the history of this era of music, and her leaving Epic is major.
It's epic.
It's epic. It's epic.
It's epic.
It's
Lazy get that first. Lazy get that.
That's what we stumped him. Finally.
Oh my God.
He said huge.
This is Myrtle. It is an epic situation. Shut up, Myrtle. Oh man. Yeah. But yeah.
Now you did say something, Lays, that I wanted to touch on. You said they make their money now from touring.
Yeah.
As opposed to the CDs and vinyl. I'm going to see Christopher Williams tonight. He's out still touring.
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah. I mean, no.
What time he coming to the crib? That's what I want to know. And
not this Christopher Williams.
But you don't got no Christopher Williams stories?
I do, but
did you survive?
Did you
My
wear
bad. Sorry, Chris.
headgear? All right. We won't talk.
My bad. Sorry, Chris.
We love Christopher Williams. Let's just pull it back.
Once he made that appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was never the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was over for you and Christopher Williams.
It was done.
He used to live in my building years ago. He had this bodybuilding wife. She was like crazy, like built like crazy. I see him like, "What up, man? How you doing?" And his wife be in the gym just pumping.
I wonder if it was that same girl that was on Real Housewives. And then he did get. I don't think he's had such a great life in the last 10 years. He got caught stealing Beats headphones.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. In Atlanta.
Well, maybe it was a mistake. You never know. Sometimes you grab something, you don't know what's in your bag.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah.
We're giving him that. We're giving that up right there. We're saying, yeah, that's what we're saying. We're saying we don't know what happened.
That was nice, Lays. That was good.
And, well, it's the truth. We didn't. We don't know. We don't know what happened. So it's all good. So now, can I just give you also Sylvia Rhone? She's been there for. She was president and chair CEO in 2014. In 2019, she was CEO. First black woman named CEO of a major record company, and her memo staff describes the party moving on. Saying she's moving on. Sony chairman Rob also sent the praising achievements. The public is speculating that her departure due to scandal, performance failure, or forced exit. That's what happens. Major labels, they fold into each other when they're losing money. This is now. I'm bringing Sylvia Rhone in. This is because it's not about Sylvia Rhone. It's about the failing of records. Think about it. We had no big record this summer. We haven't had a big record since Not Like Us. Hasn't had since the Kendrick Lamar joint.
Yeah.
And all these artists are dropping records now. Drake and SZA, with the exception of Beyonce, who seems to be doing her own thing and standing on her own feet.
Yeah.
As her audience is concerned. But they're going to do shows and they're playing to empty arenas, with the exception of a Bad Bunny, which is not really kind of an outlier as it pertains to the music business.
I don't know any Bad Bunny songs.
The Afro joint. You don't know Bad Bunny?
I saw him on Saturday Night Live one time.
Hey, said, how does she not know Bad Bunny? Come on, that's crazy.
How does she not know who?
Bad Bunny.
Said don't even know Bad Bunny.
Don't do that. He is the second most popular person in the world. Well, recording artist behind Taylor Swift.
Right.
So I do know who. Bad
wow.
I may not understand Bad Bunny's lyrics because he does it in Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Yeah, I don't know. You can play. I might know his songs when I hear it.
Oh yeah.
It's a radio, so it doesn't even matter to me.
Me neither.
If you spend time doing your hair, you can listen to the radio. You would hear Bad Bunny.
Said, where my sisters at? That's what I want to know. Where my sisters at? They know about the Crown of Glory. Said, you rock it all the time. I don't understand. If you put your picture up, you'd probably be my twin.
He also turned down the Super Bowl as well. Bad Bunny did.
Bad Bunny did?
Yeah, he turned down they asked him to perform at the Super Bowl. He turned it down, as well as Taylor Swift too. They all turned it down.
Oh wow!
Again, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, he turned down. He said no to the Super Bowl halftime performance.
That's because people probably were up in arms that he doesn't sing in English, and we don't know what the hell he's going to be saying.
I don't.
Nobody cares when it comes to that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think what it is people don't see that as a win anymore.
Being on the Super Bowl.
Hold on. How could you say that Bad Bunny turned it down when Trump said yesterday that he's going to have ICE at the Super Bowl because of the Bad Bunny performance?
No, he said no. Well, let me just
take ICE to the Super Bowl.
Google.
No, I just read an article said he turned it down, but let me see.
I believe that said because Trump did have all the ICE agents at the Nationals baseball game, and so everybody that was coming out, if you were of Hispanic origin, Latino origin, he arrested them. That's where a lot of those arrests came from, being at the baseball game.
I was seeing playing a soccer match, but like the World Cup or something.
Google Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I am. I got him up here now.
In English, not in Spanish. No.
No, I guess he did. There were reports that he didn't. I stand corrected. He's actually going to do the Super Bowl halftime. Bad Bunny's going to do it. So,
I mean, I don't know how it would be a step down.
Yeah, Trump said yesterday that he's going to have ICE agents there because Bad Bunny he didn't want to do the he didn't want to do a tour in the United States because he feared that they were going to send ICE to his concert. He has a mostly Latin crowd.
Yeah, they're going to send it. They're going to send it to. Yeah, that's what they do. I mean, listen.
But that's dumb because one, who can afford Super Bowl tickets but white people?
Exactly.
White.
Yeah,
and two, he's Puerto Rican. He's American.
Well, first of all, how much of this stuff that's coming from this administration is thought out? That's what I just need to know. Come on, what are we talking about? This shit is like impulse. It's like impulse buy central.
That's true.
Yeah. Impulse buy central. All right. So anyway, so the point is, let's get back to. I digress, but let's get back to the point. The point is, the music business is dead in the water today. The question is, does it come back? Does the music business come back? But if you can't sell anything, how does it come back?
Right.
Well, I want to say this. The music business messed up when they didn't embrace online the same way the movie industry did. Because when, where we used to get our music from? The online, I mean, before, Lays.
What, Napster?
Napster, Napster and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, when the film industry, they embraced it and thrived on it, the music industry tried to avoid it, tried to prevent it.
Yes.
And it bit them in the ass, and they haven't recovered since.
Well, and because the music industry is known, and let me just give y'all some heads up on how this works. They are known to bury debt. Like, so if a company, they'll spend all that money to bury the debt. So you would go out and say you would ship your platinum, right? So all those artists that were platinum, when it came time to get their statements, they realized they wasn't really platinum. And then they hold the charges over the artist's head. That's why the artist can't get paid. And so you think you're platinum, but you're getting paid like you lost $1 million.
Wow.
So that's the now without CDs, right? And stuff that they could sell, they can't make the money even to pay you or to pay for new artists. And if it's only streaming services, they can't even afford to keep it going, which is why they can't afford to develop artists anymore. You can't.
Wow.
Artists, they put records out. The first record is not the big record. A lot of times it's the second, the third record. So you can't develop the artist now. So you got to go right to the gutter. You got to get a hit right out and you have to only pick guys that have big internet followings, like big YouTube, big TikTok followings. The problem is there's no real identifiable stars anymore. Everybody, you got the landmark guys, you got the Drakes and Kendricks and those people, but it's so diluted. Like there's no jam. Like I'm playing jams. Every one of these records you hear in the background are records that I played that were big records at some point where everybody listened to them. Well, the audience, as big as this audience is so fragmented, everybody ain't listening to it. So that's really where it is. And I think that's the music business has to reinvent itself. But this is a sad thing because I don't think it will.
So who does the reinventing in this case? The artists themselves, the artists themselves, or the old school artists that come back that actually know the industry, that come back and do something different?
I'm glad you said that. Sed, you want to answer that? You want to give an answer to that question? Because I have an answer, but I want Sed to give his first. But I have an idea. But go ahead, Sed.
Repeat the question again. And excuse me because I'm actually working as I'm talking, so I didn't hear the last part. Sorry, Kimberly, say it again.
No, I was just asking, well, who's going to do the reinventing? Would the old school artists come back because they have the knowledge of building artists and making hits? Would they be the ones that come back and reinvent this? Or who? No. The artist that wants to do it themselves?
No. You know who's gonna do the reinventing? AI.
Oh, damn.
Right.
And I'm kind of being sarcastic, but at the same time, I think even as a side note, in Hollywood they just basically they have an AI actor who wants to be signed to an agency. So there's a big uproar about that. So it seems as if the industry is trying to gear towards artificial intelligence as opposed to just either reinventing or coming up with something new. Because everything is going towards AI.
You know what? I could see that. But I think Sed's answer is kind of aligned with what I'm saying. It's the tech companies that are going to reinvent.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the music business took advantage. See, the problem with the music business, they took advantage of everybody for so many years. And they really crapped on all the artists. So the artists don't really trust them. They got to find new artists that they can give a small bag to and just lock them in. I always tell you, first 2 years, the artist is blinging. He's got chains, jewelry, cars, and then 2 years later, he's on an interview talking about how he got jerked. You know what I'm saying? It's a pattern. I think the tech companies are making so much money in technology that they'll be able to sustain artists. The problem is the tech companies don't have that skill in artist development. And
therein lies my next question. Okay, so you know how we all got away from, we're back now, but everyone got away from the natural thing or home cooking, and we loved all of a sudden McDonald's was the place to be, or Carmine's or whatever restaurant, so people wouldn't have to cook. Now we're realizing they've been putting GMOs and all kind of processed stuff in our food, so we've gone back to the natural, cooking ourselves, eating natural foods. I'm thinking it could be the same way if the artists come back and sort of do a grassroots of how to bring up an artist and leave the tech stuff out of it. Wouldn't that be a way to restart the music industry?
No, because the answer to the economics of the food industry is that it's based on consumption. And the consumption, you can't quantify consumption just by listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Intellectual property is based. You have to have some measure to quantify consumption, and it doesn't. You eat a burger, they make a new burger. You hear a song, it's the same song. Go ahead, Seth.
I want to add to that because you have to also remember that the youth of today knows nothing but internet and technology.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right. So there you go. So and also to your answer about the old school artists, they're way too old and they don't have the legs to, as much as talented as they are. I wouldn't put the back of trying to fix the music business on KRS-One or Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? They're older guys now. They've done their 30 years, 35 years. You know, they trying to chill. They're not trying to get involved with that. It's the new generation who's been not given the information or who only grew up in this era of electronic exploitation that kind of have to carry the mantle, but without the information or without the knowledge or the understanding or the funding behind them. You know, listen, in the old days, they would put guys in the studios and they would own the studios. The studio can't survive anymore because guys are making music on their laptop. The process, what we paid for was the process. The process of the music industry has died. Studios, marketing. You don't have street teams anymore out there putting up posters and all that kind of stuff. You have digital marketing. A guy sits back in his house, eats a sandwich, presses a button, and now we've plastered whatever your ad is. So now if you're looking at ads, you get kind of like tired of looking at ads. You're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's either got to get better or it won't, and the music business will just become minimal consumption, and it'll just be something we just do, and really, you won't make the money anymore. That's what the big artists are saying today. So if the big artists like SZA and Drake and all these guys that all put out new music that nobody really gives a shit about, right? All these artists are saying the same thing. The question is, what about the struggling artist that's trying to get out there and do his thing? How can he possibly survive in this climate?
Well, then he has to go get a job and then do this music as a hobby, I guess. From what it sounds like you're saying.
Are you successful if you're just doing music? Is something that you pour your life and passion in. It's kind of hard for guys to do that as a hobby and expect to give it 100%. You know what I'm saying? Only Seth can phone in his articles.
Watch it out. Yeah, I'm so nice that as I'm talking to you, I'm actually just finished writing an article.
What are you writing?
Come on, Seth. Come on.
What are you writing an article about, Seth?
I just wrote about the Diddy's request to speak at his sentencing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, well that's well. Can you give us a little early peek at this?
What'd you say?
Diddy's request to speak tomorrow at the
sentencing.
Can we get an early?
I mean, he's been itching to like open his mouth since the beginning, and I think he wants it. I'm assuming that he wants to get the chance because he probably feels he can convince the judge to give him a lighter sentence than what he proposes after he speaks.
How many inches has he been trying to open? Shut up, Myrtle. So we don't say pause. We just bring Myrtle in. Myrtle Beach. Anyway, so Big Said, my friends are better than yours. I'm Big Said. Who are you? And all of the great programming, contributor and writer for Black Enterprise magazines, and also a good friend of the show, our friend, the little guy with a big heart, Big Said. Yeah. Oh man, what a great show today. Maybe I'll check in with the OG because anytime I do some informational stuff, I always like to hear the OG's perspective on it. And if I'm, he gives me the "hey, you're on the right path" kind of thing before we get out.
Yeah.
Hey, Kimberly, you like this?
Yeah. Yep.
How you doing, man?
Good morning, Reg.
Good morning, Kim.
Reginald Maynard. But listen, Reg, Kim,
yes,
I'm trying to give us some real information and data, and Kim is like this.
Like, you know, every now and then she gonna get in her own lane.
Wow.
But you know, the beauty of it, ladies, is that you know how to lead and weave with it. You know, that's the beauty of this show. It's so organic. Right. You know, you have a plan, but it's scripted to a point of a topic, but then it goes where it goes, and I love it. You know, it's great. That was an education too in the music business. It is sad though, bro. It's very sad.
Well, again, technology is moving so fast. I think the music has to go by the way the tech companies, because it's even though it's still the same amount of people, you know, 350 million people in America, almost 9 billion people on the planet with the ability to consume music. I just think that the ways to get it out there has to be reinvented. I think at some point the death of the majors, or if the majors don't reinvent themselves into more tech companies, and they all have tech departments that are just about tech. They used to be small departments that are much larger now. And I think until they learn how to do that, I think we're in a position where we lose artist development. We have a couple of small companies out there that are still trying to do vinyl and all that kind of stuff where people buy vinyl, but that's still kind of a niche market. It's still not big enough yet for the masses.
Man. And people don't understand how that music business worked. And you're right, back in the day with the street teams and the marketing They do not have an AR development team anymore. There's no artist development. You know, you either come with it or don't show up. And it's going to be interesting moving forward, and it's going to be technology driven.
Yeah, you got to.
I was rocking the album the other day without looking at it. I looked up who it was. It was an AI.
Oh wow!
AI album. Wow. Yep. The guy's name was Adam Soul.
Oh damn! And see, you know, that's something. I'm just so like militant at times. I won't listen if I know that's what it is. I won't listen.
Well, I shut it down.
I'll boycott it.
I shut it down after I knew what it was, because you know how it goes to autoplay when you listen to a certain kind of music. I listened to some R&B the other day, and it just came on as behind it. And I was like, oh man, this is kind of cool. Who is this? Total AI album. I was
wow.
Well,
I'm gonna have to get used to it, but that don't work for me. Just like Ted said, I saw that thing about the actress that they want to sign to a contract, and she's total AI.
Wow.
So how do you sign an AI actress? She's not real.
You develop it. You just build it.
You build it, and once they start building it, remember, a lot of the cultural talent comes from us, right? People of color. We are the inventors of color. Once you get us out of the way, once you get it, like this is all the DJs, right? I said this to the DJs. I had a big meeting.
You hitting it on the head, bro.
I said it years ago. I was like, listen, we doing turntables and we're playing music and all that kind of stuff. It's going to go to the DAT. It's going to go to the machine. Once they understand loop-based technology, that they're going to take the DJ from you, and they did. They took the DJ from and put it in the laptop, and now the laptop DJ is by itself. So there's no, it's just the art of DJing has been taken away. You know what I'm saying?
And now they're trying to algorithm our culture, our rhythm, our, the sound of us. And this thing is so advanced. It's a bit scary, but you know what? It's going to create an underground reality, because I just think that people are going to find a way to engage with each other on a real tip. That could create another little side market at some point, but it's going to take a minute. And it's a hell of a battle to fight, because we're up against all the Fortune 5s, the Fortune 100s, and this current regime.
Well, I can tell you this. Put a pin in this episode.
Yes, sir.
We can go back to it down the road and look back and say this is the day. And I like to talk about things that before it becomes crazy. Like it's on. I see it's on its way down the road. I see it getting crazier. But we're gonna put a pin in this episode today, because down the road we're gonna hear something crazy, and you can be like, oh wow, Lays was talking about it. How many times has that happened? You know what I'm saying? Where we would talk about something in the morning emails and it would come to fruition. So yeah, please stay focused, keep your head in the game, head on a swivel. And
y'all stay safe.
Stay safe
and sound.
And also try to find ways to develop talent. Any of you producers out there, I know it's a labor of love. It's not a lot of money in it. and when they get famous, they turn on you. But it's still,
Right, venture on though.
yeah. Venture on, venture on. And you're doing it's good for the culture by developing
Yes, sir.
new talent, not rehashing the talent from the 90s and 2000s and 80s, but new talent. And don't be afraid, just because you don't heard it on the radio before, don't be afraid of adapting to new songs. Reginald Maynard, my brother, have a great
Thank you, sir.
weekend.
My brother,
I love
Ken.
you.
Have a good day, Reg.
Yawning. Peace. Love y'all. See you Monday.
Peace. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Reginald Maynard, everybody. Listen, what a great show today. Informative, Kim.
Yes.
You okay?
I was there.
Kim was, I see the birds chirping. Go.
Yeah.
I know Housewives of Atlanta was doing this, and
Yeah.
anyway,
You're gonna have to get that that sort of filter, so when I do this, you know what it is. You just put the birds up.
The bird filter. Anyway, I want to thank
Public Enemy was on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes, 2025. A number.
Yeah.
You know. Listen, the brother's getting up there in age. You know, he ain't doing this no more. He doing. I love you.
And his clock ain't so big because it holds on his neck.
You're like this. Could somebody give me a little Timex or something?
I'm gonna start doing it like this.
We're gonna slow this down. Anyway, thank everybody within the sound of my voice. This is the morning emails, the Raw Perspective morning emails, for emails and females. I want to thank Kimberly Robinson, Big Said, the entire morning, my man Reginald Maynard, Coco Dreams, and everybody else that's in the building. We'll see y'all on Monday. Have a great morning.